Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Hello, my dear friends. Listening to English podcast conversations can be a great way to improve your English language skills. It allows you to hear the language being spoken in a natural and fluid way, which can help you better understand pronunciation, new words, intonation, and the rhythm of the language. Additionally, listening can help you pick up on common phrases and idioms, so start listening and immerse yourself in the language to improve your English skills.
Hey, Josie, you're here. I've been looking for you since morning.
Really? But I was inside the hotel room.
Oh, I understand. That's my fault. I should have called you at least once.
It's okay, don't worry. Come on, you haven't told me yet. What's been going on? Did you want to say something?
Yeah, today I'm really missing my family. I wish I could be with them right now. It's tough being away from them.
Oh, Henry, I'm sorry you're feeling this way. I heard that you don't talk with your parents. Is it because they sent you to the hostel? I'm here if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. Who told you about that? I never shared this with you.
Well, Lucy had told me about that. I've noticed how you seem sad without your family.
That's right. But I am still sad with them.
I understand. It's okay to feel sad about it. It sounds like you didn't want to come to the hostel, and that you were sent here to study against your wishes. It's okay to feel this way.
I've always wanted to live with my family. I have my own grandparents at home, and I used to enjoy life while I was there. I really missed those times.
Sad to hear that. I miss my grandparents too. My parents also send me here to study.
Aren't you angry with your parents for that?
No, I'm not angry with them. They didn't have any other option. They simply wanted me to receive a good education in the city, and I understand that.
I've observed many children without families and seen the challenges they face growing up. Without the love and support of a family, these children often struggle to find stability and face many obstacles in life.
Absolutely. Without a family, they may not have the same opportunities and guidance that other children do. This can make it harder for them to succeed and thrive. It's important for us to provide support and care for children who do not have a family.
What can we do from our place for these children who don't have a family?
I think one way we can help is by supporting organizations that work to provide resources and care for children in need.
Do you think children should live with their parents, not with other relatives or caregivers?
I believe that ideally, children should be raised in a loving and supportive environment by their parents. However, in situations where it is not possible for children to live with their parents, placing them with responsible relatives or caregivers who can provide a nurturing and stable home can be a good alternative.
Right. It's important for children to have a safe and loving environment, whether it's with their biological parents, relatives, or caregivers, so that they can thrive and grow into happy and healthy individuals.
But I've noticed many children who are unhappy and have strained relationships with their parents. Why does this happen?
I understand your concern, Josie. There can be various reasons why some children may not have a good relationship with their parents. It could be due to family conflicts, communication barriers, or even issues such as neglect or abuse.
Yes, I believe parents should pay attention to their children's feelings and well-being. Simply providing education is not enough. It's equally important for parents to understand their children's emotions, offer support, and create a nurturing environment where their children feel cared for and understood.
Sometimes father and mother both have to work, so they can't give time to their children.
That can definitely be a challenging situation. It's important for parents to find a balance between work and family, but it can be tough to juggle everything.
Fine. Is family important in our lives?
Yes, Henry. Family plays a crucial role in our lives. They provide us with love, support, and a sense of belonging. Our families are there for us in good times and bad, offering comfort, guidance, and encouragement. They are the ones who celebrate our successes and lift us up during challenging times.
Yeah, that's right. Family also shapes our values, behaviours and beliefs and gives us a strong foundation to navigate the world. Additionally, spending time with family helps to create cherished memories and build strong, lasting bonds.
When we're not feeling well or ill, our parents take care of us. They give us medicine, make us comfortable, and stay by our side to make sure we get better. They might also make us warm soup, help us rest, and give us extra love and attention. It's really nice to have someone who cares for us when we're not feeling our best.
I do agree with you. How does not having a family affect you?
Not having a family can be really tough, and it can affect you in many ways. It might feel lonely or like you don't have anyone to turn to when you need help or support. Without a family, you might have to rely on friends, teachers, or other people in your community for help and guidance. It can be challenging, but it's important to remember that there are people out there who care about you and want to support you, even if they're not your family.
There are many orphaned children. Orphan a child without a parent or guardian?
The life of an orphan is very touching and pitiful. Orphans are not able to experience the love and care of their families. They don't know the meaning of love, so we should show some mercy and love to them.
The life of street children is often extremely challenging and fraught with numerous difficulties.
Many street children lack a stable place to live and often sleep in unsafe and unsanitary conditions. Access to nutritious food is inconsistent, leading to malnutrition and health problems.
That's right. They are more susceptible to illnesses and injuries due to poor living conditions and lack of medical care.
Many street children do not attend school, which limits their future opportunities.
Many street children are still in contact with their families, who may be extremely poor and will work on the streets to contribute to their family's income. They might be working out on the streets during the day and going back to their family home at night.
About 75% to 90% of children living on the streets in many countries are boys, according to the International Day for Street Children in 2016. This can be because girls are considered to be more useful in some cultures to be in the home, to cook, and to take care of younger siblings. But in other countries, there can be an equal number of boys and girls who are street children.
What is life like for street children?
Some street children may have very low-paid work, such as shining shoes or selling goods on the streets. Some children may scavenge for food or beg. Others are exploited by gangs and criminals and end up selling drugs, stealing, and in prostitution.
Their situation and the need to earn money for survival will likely prevent them from being able to access schooling. There are health issues for children who live and work on the streets.
If you found the video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.